Hey guys, Justin Nelson here with part 3 of virtual assistants as your client care manager. And so in part 3 today, we just got done with part 2, which was extreme gifting, and part 1, which was client touching. But part 3 is all gonna be about event coordination. So we assume that you guys understand part 1 of getting your client's information, getting it into your CRM, and being able to touch them appropriately 36 times a year. Part 2 was obviously all about extreme gifting, getting into deeper connection with those clients, and part 3 is going to be about event coordination. Now, here's the thing about part 3. Events can be as cheap as you want them to be, or they can be as expensive as you want them to be. However, neither of those matter, whether you spend $0 or you spend $5 gajillion. It doesn't really matter unless you have the ability to plan an event, execute an event, coordinate an event, get sponsors, vendors, get a location, get invites out, get confirmations out, get everything coordinated. None of it matters if you can't get that done, right? And so one of the things that I use a virtual assistant for is I use a virtual assistant to do all of the coordination of an event. Now I'm gonna briefly take you through at a high level what my virtual assistants do. So I'm gonna kind of take you through a day in the life of an event coordinating VA. Now remember, this VA is most likely also doing the part 1 stuff and the part 2 stuff. Now if you have 1,000 clients, you might need several of these, but again, at 3, 4, 5, 6 virtual assistants or dollars an hour per virtual assistant, you can have 2, 3, 4 team members doing this for a great, insane return on investment. And so when we walk through a day in the life of an event, here's how it would usually go down. I, Justin Nelson, would usually schedule a meeting. I would call my VA that's in charge of the event planning. I'd go, here is my idea, right? And here's my idea of an event. Here's number 1, who I want at the event. Number 2, here's the idea and overview of the event, right? So not only who's gonna be there, but number 2, where's the event gonna be located at? Like what's the kind of vibe, just in case that certain space isn't available. Maybe you don't even have a space in mind, so our VAs would go out and research spaces that fit what you're looking for. Number 3 would be, what is our budget, right? How much are we looking to spend? Number 4 would be, are we gonna spend all of that budget with our own money, or are we gonna try and go get outside sponsors to come in and be able to pay for that event, right? So, again, let's use an easy example as a real estate agent. Maybe they have a lender as a sponsor, a home inspector as a sponsor, a title company, maybe an insurance company, all these different things, right? Next is, what are we gonna do for food? Right? Is this an all-day event? Is it a pop-by event? Is it just a few hours? Is it happy hour style, right? These are all things that as a business owner, you just come to the table with, you give the VAs the idea, and now it is up to them to go out and execute, right? Find the venue, make the budget spreadsheets, right? Figure out how much it's all gonna cost, coordinate with the venue, see dates that are available, all of these things. That's just kind of part 1. Part 2 of this would be that VA would start to look at, the CRM. Who do you want to invite, right? If you got 1,000 clients, are we inviting all 1,000? Is this a higher price thing where we might only be inviting our VIPs, which might be 100 or 200 out of our 1,000? And so we start to go through this entire thing. Then we're gonna go through, well, how are we gonna invite them? Are we gonna shoot them text? Are we gonna shoot them calls? Are we gonna shoot them voicemails? Are we gonna shoot them social media graphics? Are we going to, and what's the cadence on this, right? So if this event is 30 days away, what do we do at day minus 28? What do we do at day minus 25? What do we do at day minus 21? Maybe you put it in a spreadsheet just like this, like list it out in order. This is why many times people will choose to have their VAs be both like the event coordinator a little bit and then also know what is going on in the CRM and things like that, because all of these things come together, right? The same way you send a text message blast or an email blast over here is going to be the same way that your VA is going to invite people to the event. And so with that being said, events are, complicated, but they're also much, much more simplified whenever you have a virtual assistant doing it for you, because you got to think about it. You're wrapped up in a business brain of all the higher level things, right? Are we making enough money? Is this employee doing what they want to? If you're calling around to try and find a bar to host your happy hour with your clients, right? That is not the best and highest use of your time. Those are all things that virtual assistants can be doing for you. So this is part 3. It was all all just about event coordination. I'm not gonna dive super detailed into the specifics because there's a gajillion items that go on with events. However, you know, my event manager, Tori, is a US-based local event planner just because of our size, but she also has a team of 3 or 4 virtual assistants always working around her to do all of the things we said. So as always, if you guys need a pre-trained virtual assistant in this space, you know, Sphere Rocket VA is here to help you with that. You guys can grab a calendar booking down below and find a time to chat. But as always, if you guys have any questions about comments, concerns around VAs being your event manager, just think about all the things. Write down all the things that you would possibly need to do to host your most perfect event that would change your business, and figure out a way to have a VA do that for you, because it will be the most life-changing thing, in my opinion, that you could ever do. So we'll see you guys in part 4 of the client care manager position.